Boy.
Yeah, we breaking silence on the Lord, oh. So why you think we out here on the Lord for? Yeah, I'm coming through, Ja, 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 coming through, I'm coming through. Yeah, I wear the truth like a logo. So why you think I'm out here on my dolo? Yeah, I'm coming through, Ja, 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 coming through, I'm coming through.
Yo, once again, it's the We Break Silence Show. E. Charles, Pamela Rosario, Cash Walken, Vanya, and we have returning special guest. He was on the Happy Hour show with Pam.
Yes.
Now he's on the We Break Silence Show.
Same family.
He's family now. It's official, right?
Mr. Brennden Colbert, man. Welcome to the show, brother.
Yes. Welcome, my man.
Thank you for taking that long drive.
No doubt about it.
I was gonna say you can't ride. Where you come from?
We come from. I come from East Hartford.
Okay.
Hartford, you know what I mean?
Don't ride that alone.
Nah.
I don't wanna do that.
And y'all got me out here where they keep secrets. So
yeah, station's tucked away.
Secret.
Yo,
You can't tell nobody where we located.
Secret location.
Word up.
I want to start with this, bro. Shout outs to you. You dropped the documentary on top of the year, right?
No. We didn't drop it.
Oh, you didn't drop it yet?
We rap with you.
Yes.
It's still being edited.
It's still being edited. I'm sorry. I thought it was dropped.
No,
Okay.
Y'all would have been
Okay.
at the premiere. We moved.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Dope. But shout outs to that, bro.
Appreciate it.
Is all the filming done?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
all the-
Just
all the-
editing right now?
We just editing
Okay.
right now. All that work.
Okay. Yes, that was a lot of work, man.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I started shooting September from Jersey all the way up to Connecticut.
Wow.
And I appreciate you having me
No doubt.
do my little cameo on there.
Did your thing. I bought a little cameo.
Yeah.
You been humble. You did your thing. It was important to have men on there too.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what I
it
mean?
is.
That's really one of the reasons why I do it. Being a motivational speaker, talking about self-esteem and self-confidence, it's like 95% women. And although
Yes.
that's not a bad thing, you know what I mean? It's just, I would like to see more men kind of put their ego aside and come through.
Oh, I'm glad you ended it with that because that's what I was gonna ask you. Do you think it's an ego thing that keeps men from being like, well, I don't need no help, man. I don't need to go talk to anybody. I have to tell you, I thought about it, like going to see like a therapist, stuff like that. But that's like, I don't know. It's weird in the black community. Like we don't do that.
It's
You're just like,
stigmatized. Why?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a brick with y'all. I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
I don't see myself. I mean, I go support my colleagues and this and that, but I don't see myself as being a person who would have went to one of my workshops.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Is it because of your ego?
It's not because of my ego. I wouldn't use that word simply because it's not necessarily a pride thing. It's more of a safety thing.
Right.
A little
Because-
closer to the mic, brother.
Yeah.
There we
no
go.
doubt.
There we go.
It's not really a pride thing. It's more of a safety thing because to open that wound, these wounds are not hypothetical. The hurt, the pain, the agony, and despair. Although the world looks at us like, oh man, black and brown men, we didn't ever open up. It's just, well, you spent an entire childhood being told that talking about your feelings is being soft. So it's a whole nother story besides we just don't open up. You know what I mean?
Like you cry about something, and it's like quit crying, like quit
Exactly.
making. You know what I mean? Like that's it.
Yeah, so it's more than like the ego thing. It's like, I don't know, it's like a security blanket because we talk to women in our lives about these things. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not that the conversation is an issue. It's just in public, everybody can see your wounds.
Who you're delivering it to.
Right. So that's where we at.
So bring us up to speed on what's been going on.
Oh, yeah, it's the past 5 months. Wow.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what we working
So
on?
I rebranded the brand.
Right.
I remember I
remember.
gave a wild exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's
So
official now because you're rocking the shirt.
I'm rocking the shirt, rocking the brand.
Let's go.
So I rebranded January 1st of this year. BC Consulting was rebranded into the Colbert Foundation.
Right.
And I'm super excited about it. Big shout out to Josh over there. Did the wild video.
Promo
The champ?
videos.
That boy there, good.
And,
That's
that boy
Hollywood.
good.
and then in every video after that. So,
And you added a couple more people to
So
your
he
team,
did-
right? I see you're working with a lady and another fella.
Yeah.
So he
Nice,
does
nice.
good work,
got
huh?
us, yeah. Word, yeah, the commercials are true. But yeah, so 3 components. The first component is inspirational speaking. I'll do that for the rest of my life. The second component is multimedia. I created my own multimedia outlet. And the third component is philanthropy. near and dear to my heart. So we're going to continue to give 100 turkeys away to Greater Hartford, Connecticut.
That's so dope, bro.
Yeah, appreciate
I love when
it.
you do that.
Word.
That's dope.
So we're doing 100 turkeys for 100 families drive. I'm still going to give out the annual scholarship. That's happening this summer. And then backpack drives, partnerships with community-based organizations, so on and so forth. So
Nice.
that's the foundation.
That's what's up.
That is awesome.
It's a good start.
Yeah, we move, you know what I mean? And it's important to me. Legacy, I really been, like my conversations with God and all that lately, it's really been legacy. Has been, you don't have to wait till you go to church to have like a
relationship
yeah,
with
yeah,
God.
not even that. You know what I mean? So my legacy is important to me, and not an idealistic standpoint of me, the man. It's more of my bloodline. You know what I mean? I got baby sis over there working for me. You know what I mean? Like she gonna earn these clothes. She over there shaking her head. She know what's good.
Amen to that.
You know what I mean? And it's just like family business is important to me.
Absolutely.
My goals for the Colbert Foundation are to help the world rid itself of self-esteem and self-confidence issues. That's a pretty big
That's a
pill
big,
to follow.
yeah, that's a hefty goal.
But what I realized through like conversations with God and just my own conversations is if this doesn't happen for 4 generations, that's okay. You know what I mean? Because if the finish line is the reflection in the mirror, is the finish line yourself or is the finish line your legacy?
And you got to be strong, bro, because you can give up easily, bro.
It
4
happens.
generations?
Word.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Huh.
You know, and it's just there's 2 community-based organizations that have a flag at the UN. One is Rotary International. The second is the Red Cross. One day, the Colbert Foundation will have its own flag. You know what I mean? And it's a situation where, you know, I know what it is to be sad and cry yourself to sleep and X, Y, and Z as a young man or a young woman. And if you do something wrong or you fail at something, don't come to me. I don't give participation trophies. I'm not gonna say, you know, that's not me. You got other motivational speakers for that. But if you feel inadequate because of a way that somebody has made you feel, nah, we're not banging like that. You know what I mean? I pull up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little different.
Yeah, because I feel like particularly relationships.
Yeah, man.
Relationships will break people down. Like I see a lot of my friends that have been in the relationships that one of the people is like emotionally breaking them down. You could literally see it on them.
Toxic.
You know, you could see it so taxing on them. Like they stop being themselves. They're afraid to do this because they don't want that. You know, they don't want to hear this from this person. Like, you know, it's taxing on you. Like, what do you say to those people?
Right. You know, require everybody in your presence to acknowledge you as king or queen.
Period.
What you need to do is stop worrying about how you may come off to somebody, because as long as you know your heart, then that's it. Word. You are merely a consultant for my life. You need 29 years and 6 months of being Brennden Daniel Colbert to have my state of mind.
Yeah, any idea where you're sitting at.
I'm so, and it happens so much in our cultures. I'm sick and tired of people basically cautioning themselves and censoring themselves. Oh, I don't want to come off too successful because people might think I'm bragging. Nah, playboy, it's only bragging to people who not moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, and I tell you this, I know my heart. I know my fears. I know the things that cause me pain at night when I hang up the phone with whomever or get off Instagram. I know my real life.
Right.
So for somebody to feel somehow inadequate in the presence of me is none of my business.
Right. Amen.
That's true.
That's none of my business. Now, I will say this. Sometimes you need to check people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if it was ever a situation
Right.
where you have to check people. Baby sis over there, I told her a couple years ago, yo, always make sure don't ever let me go off the deep end. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. But your finish line, that's important. And don't get me wrong, I don't mean that dolo. I want my finish line to be with Queen Colbert one day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm in this. You know, I hate when I see things. Oh, I'm not in a relationship. I'm grinding. Well, you know, it's lonely out here.
Yeah.
It's like,
Let's be honest.
I have my
Let's be real.
reasons.
Word.
Right.
Cat's tired of going to these galas, dolo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I be with these
You
officials.
stay at these galas too.
You already know. You know what I mean?
You gotta get his face everywhere. How you gonna get at the UN if people don't know who he is?
Right.
Got the James Bond tuxes in the closet.
All that.
You know, next to the V-necks. But
So what led to this to your purpose? What led to you targeting self-esteem and your motivational speaking? Was there? I don't know if you don't want to get personal,
Nah,
which is fine.
this the We
Was
Break
there
Silence show.
some-
We here.
We break
Was
it.
there something that led to
You already know, bruh.
Was there something that happened that led to you targeting? I don't want to say targeting that specific audience, but
That's my double.
but like making that your niche to your brand.
I'm 29. I spent the first 21 years of my life having self-esteem and self-confidence issues obliterated, like Thanos obliterated. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm only. That was great.
I almost spilled the water all over me.
I'm only 8 years and some change from having this ideology. I don't want anybody to experience what I experience. However,
And can you tell us what that was? Because you said it on the Happy Hour
Yeah,
show,
no
but
doubt.
just
So,
in case people listening to this interview.
Growing up, I never heard any words of encouragement ever. The first time somebody told me I was intelligent was a stranger in college. It was the first time I heard it. I
Really?
was
Wow.
17 years old. I went to Manchester Community College.
Okay.
And I was in a creative writing class because I've always had an intimate relationship with language. I just didn't know we was together. You know what I mean? And one of my professors, funny story, it was a project we were supposed to do, write something. I think my topic was obesity, and I definitely forgot to do the project. College was never for me. I never finished it with nothing like that. I never should have went. I actually used to use college as an alibi, but that's a different that's a different show. And then I got to the class. Professor Finnegan, if you somehow find this, definitely big shout out to you. You definitely got a ticket to the UN when you were. And she was like, "Brendan, it's your turn." I was like, all right. So I stood up there and I just made something up.
I was gonna say from the top of your head because you didn't do the homework.
Right. And I nailed it. And she was like, she pulled me to the side afterwards and she was like, that was the most amazing thing I ever saw. I was like, appreciate it. She was like, but I can't give you an A. I was like, why? And she was like, because you didn't do the work. She was like, I know you didn't do the work, but listen to me. You're very intelligent. I was like, what? What you mean? Like, you know what I mean? So that was the first time I ever heard I was intelligent. Ever really heard anything good about myself, and time went on. And then in the military, unfortunately, I was medically discharged from the military. And April 1st, 2010, when I found out that I was going home, I ran to my mans and I was just like, yo, they sending me home, my G, yada, yada, yada. What you gonna do when you get home, Colbert? Oh, no, I'm a... see what's up these girls have been writing me letters, see if they're bringing that same energy. You know what I mean? And they were like, no, you should be a motivational speaker. I'm like, nah, you good, my G. I'm like, that's wild corny. I'm not, because growing up at East Harvard, like the only motivational speakers were like athletes and rich white guys and yada, 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 which is cool, do your thing.
Right.
But I can't relate to you, my G. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm really against only focusing on accumulations of wealth, because if monetary things are all you have, you'll never be rich.
Never. It's never enough money.
Never. So, to make this very long story short, before I was 25 years old, all of them are dead. They're all gone. They all gave their life for this country. That's why I get so mad when I see that's something that really bothers me. Now that I'm media, I feel like I can do something about it. The only war heroes you see never look like us. They're the Mark Wahlbergs. And I love the movies.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I love the movies, but I knew heroes that looked like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like every, black guy, Hispanic guy in the military is not an infantry soldier. They're generals, they're X, Y, and Z, so stuff like that.
I have some in my family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's really what it is. And then, the rest is history. I decided to turn my passions into paychecks. And I've decided to be king, and I'll sit on my throne until I go to the real throne.
Period. I like that.
I have a little follow-up question.
Yeah.
You said your buddies passed away, giving their life up for the country. This is a little off subject, but does it hurt you when people kneel the flag?
No. Not at all. And I feel like only people who are veterans get to talk about that. Kneeling the flag is not... It doesn't have anything to do with the flag. The flag during a football game is a representation of the country. So they're taking the representation of the country and publicly acknowledging
our country needs help.
Yeah, right.
Correct.
So it's funny that you said that.
Yeah,
Not to get off topic for the COVID
no, it's
Foundation,
fine.
but
I had to ask you because you can relate to that.
Right.
I think this is an interesting topic too, and you need to ask him this.
The thing that really bothered me, and I was wilding today on lunch when I heard the NFL on some, they're gonna get fined. And yada, you do what you do. It's your company, work life. However, The only problem I had when the verbiage, any player that doesn't kneel or yada 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 will be disciplined. That is the same verbiage they used when slavery.
Thank you.
It's the same verbiage.
Same exact thing.
Literally the slave owners. These slave owners, aka
If you get out of line, you're gonna get disciplined. You're gonna get 3 lashes. Disciplined.
The fact that they use discipline, we might hop. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That really bothered me.
Yeah.
I watch baseball and basketball anyway.
Yeah.
But it that's disgusting to me. Like that verbiage. I feel like all them slave owners, aka NFL players.
Yo, that's deep, bro. That's real talk.
Think about
though.
it.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Like it's just.
And they're not trying to mess up their money. You know what I mean? I get it. They don't want to step out of line. I get it. This is like their livelihood, and I feel like that's what the owners are doing because they know, like, oh well, if you don't like it, then leave. They're giving them that type of thing.
Yeah. And it's just you can still be a slave and make $20 million a year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that's what they did with the sharecroppers.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Slavery technically ended, but now everybody's sharecroppers.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Right. Like you have some land.
Right.
But you still can't come off my land.
Yeah.
Like your land is on my land.
Right. And it's wild to me. And it's just you need to do everything in your power to protect your dreams, protect your passions. Just like this workshop that we have next week. You know what I mean?
Can we get into that, please?
Talk about that. Yeah,
June
talk about
2nd.
that.
June 2nd.
Word.
I apologize.
It's all good.
I'm gonna miss the show,
Hey.
but I will buy a couple tickets
Appreciate
to whoever.
it.
So
Appreciate
I want to support.
it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna, this year and next year, who knows? It might be, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah,
big.
yeah.
But my workshop next week is called No Victory Without Sacrifice. We're going to be talking about just how it sounds. We're going to talk about the fact that the sacrifices that you need to make in order to cross that finish line need to be clearly identified. But most importantly, the sacrifices that you are going to make in order to cross your finish line do not need to be connected as a negative correlation to your success. Because if something was easy, it wouldn't taste so good. I don't want it if it's too easy.
Nothing good ever comes easy.
Right.
This guy's spitting too much facts. I'm
You know
about to be
what
out.
I'm saying? Well, no, it's the
Don't leave.
Like,
Just take it in.
do the controls. But it's a situation where your road bumps have nothing to do with your finish line. The only common denominator with you not finishing that race because of a roadblock is you. Because those roadblocks, those sacrifices, they're doing their job.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're doing their jobs. They are executing the very thing that they were created for.
Right.
Do
What's
your job,
excuse?
people.
Right.
Do your job.
Your lack of desire to win has nothing to do with you being excellent. And that's it. And when I say only kings and queens understand kings and queens, I done had to, how do I say this politely? I done had to explain that to a few people that got it twisted. But me talking about only kings and queens understand kings and queens has nothing to do about hierarchies or putting people down. If you somehow feel inadequate, again, that is none of my business. But only kings and queens understand kings and queens. All that means is stop expecting everybody around you to understand the reasons why you grind, hustle, and move.
Right.
Everybody not peers with you, and that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See you on the other side.
Yeah, like I wish you the best of luck, you know what I mean? But everybody is not peers with you. That's what's important.
I always think that because, like, you know, they're putting you in that grave alone, man.
Yeah.
So handle your business.
Yo, that's a
And when you talk about legacy, the way I think about it, like, I was going to ask you a follow-up question after that, but then I kind of lost it. But like you said what it was really. Like, you know, it's about your family. Like, legacy was me. It's about that too, but it's more about what are people gonna say about me when I'm gone. Like I want people to say something about me when I'm gone, and like something good. Like I want to have impact on people's life past my life.
Right.
You know
There's
what
a
I'm saying?
quote, I wish I came up with it, but it says, you should have more people at I'm misquoting, but the premise of it is there should be more people at your funeral than your birthday party.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's like, it's not a narcissism thing. It's just when somebody dies, when somebody passes away, it's more than just like back in the Pilgrim days where they just bury them. A whole world lives within us now. You know what I mean? Like, and think of, you know, Dr. Martin Luther King or Reverend Malcolm X and X, Y, and Z. You know, how do we know that they didn't know what was going to happen to them was going to happen? Because there's, you know, thoughts.
I'm convinced that Martin Luther King knew.
Definitely. You know what I mean? Because
you hear the mountaintop speech. That was the night before.
That was the night before. You know
and
what I
he
mean?
knew.
He was right.
Yeah, and it's just I'm not in no way, shape, or form am I comparing. Maybe Red back in his Harlem days, but not. You know, I'm not doing that at all. But it's just this is my life's work, and I can't. You know what I mean? This is my life's work.
Right.
you know, on my chest is tatted, heart of a lion, blood of a warrior, king of my soul. Those things matter to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just, this is what I'll be doing for the rest of my days. So that's really what we're going to be talking about June 2nd next week. East Hartford, Connecticut, Hampton Inn. Tickets available on Eventbrite. It's, you know, all the links to the ticket prices are in my bio and my entire team bio. We move in unison.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we're gonna be giving away raffles, couple T-shirts, maybe some baseball tickets, and
Y'all just got the new stadium up there, right?
yeah, it's been around for a couple years.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's crazy. I still haven't been up
It's
there, but
nice.
I need to go do that.
Yeah, just say when. You know
My
what I mean?
friend just, I think he had a wedding, and I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
they do it there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did like a walkthrough, like for his wedding. I thought that was cool.
It was,
I was
right.
like,
It was wavy, yeah. They do weddings there. They do all that. They messed around and put me and Jay Quan, big shout out to Jay over there. They put us in a dugout suite. Tori was, I forgot baby sis. She was there too. My fault. All three of us were there, and they put us in a dugout suite. The
Word.
problem with that is, I don't want to sit in the regular seats no more.
yeah, right. Once you do that stuff like that, you can't go back.
Yeah. So you know that's what it is. We got plans, man.
That's what's up.
We got plans for the brand. We got we got plans for this empire.
So is this
Support.
just a side hustle for now, or is this something? Or do you work
No,
full
this
time?
is-
This is your full time gig. You
I
are
actually
dedicated
technically
to
have a 9 to 5, but I presented it to them. Now I'm looking for a second job.
this. You did?
Yeah.
How was that? Can you talk about that? Because I want to do it. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I let them know.
Pam, you want to do it? You ain't kidding.
Shut up. Can you talk about that? Like, how'd that go?
The CEO for any company you work for your day job has an entrepreneur mindset.
Right.
Correct?
Of course.
That's facts.
Right. They have an entrepreneur mindset.
Facts.
They should do nothing but respect another one coming to them. Now, will it happen often? Absolutely not. They'll be like, no. Just as long as you can fulfill the duties and X, Y, and Z. But although that is my Monday through Friday 9 to 5, when I was in the interview, I was like, I'm looking for a second job.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And you know, obviously I got hired, but it's you can't have distractions.
Yeah.
There will be no version of my schedule that the Colbert Foundation will sit second fiddle to you.
Yeah,
It will never happen.
I like that.
Right.
That's what I need in my life.
Yeah.
But that can't be everybody's reality though, because
No, this is 8 years in though.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? So
I was
this
about
is
to say.
yeah, that's important
He's
too.
been
Right
out.
We get some
now.
horns like that. That's important too.
Pamela Rosario,
So
the
the-
brand, is
Yeah.
second right
The
now.
moral of the story is what? Stay on it.
Stay on
Stay
it.
on it, yeah.
Because in the beginning, booking my own hotels, getting my own, like you know how that
That's
goes.
how
yeah,
it
you
goes.
spending
Yeah.
money.
You gotta invest in yourself.
Invest in it.
But now we're booked every weekend until August 1st.
Ooh, let's go.
You know what I'm saying? So we do the red carpets. Yeah, it's funny how we all met, but
Yeah, we met that way.
we
Doing
met
red-
that way. Now
Yeah.
we're doing it with the brand. No?
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like,
Yes.
so the Colbert Foundation, we host red carpets now. We kind of fell into that. I was doing it with the show I was on before or whatever,
Right.
but I really like doing it.
Yeah.
You know
It
what I'm
is
saying?
fun, yeah.
It's super fun. So I'm doing so next week is my workshop. The week after that is New England Fashion Week that I'm hosting the red carpet for. What else we got? We got a few more hosting gigs. Oh, I'm gonna be press at Hartford Jazz Fest. 100,000 people there.
Wow.
So I met with them doing their thing. I did a baby shower, which was mad fun. I'll do any event. So the ideology behind it is I don't want it to all be fashion and entertainment. When I'm on the red carpet and I'm interviewing somebody, it's all under the self-esteem and self-confidence umbrella.
Yeah.
I literally get to freeze time and make that person feel like the most important person on planet Earth.
Right.
I've done youth events.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, listen, I love doing it.
Yeah.
It's
That's
wavy.
what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's
We
up.
have fun doing it.
That's really cool. And I like how, it all kind of ties in together with the same purpose, the same,
Yeah.
goal is to empower people. and
Empower people.
Make them feel good.
I don't, 20 years from now, when you go doing whatever you're doing, whatever it is in your life, I don't want you to say on June 2nd, 2018, I was speaking to Brennden Colbert and I'm not with that. I want you to say, like 20 years ago, I decided to be stronger than my fears. I don't know how, but we've been moving.
Right.
That's it. Don't even dwell
I
on
don't
it.
matter. I'm merely a man. As a motivational speaker, inspirational speaker, your goal should be to inspire people to cross their finish line. Inspire people to be whomever it is that they want to be. Unfortunately, it's a family show. Unfortunately, a lot of I feel like Tupac hit him up should be in the back. But, a lot of motivational speakers They want to encourage you to be them. They want to encourage you to reach their finish line because they're somehow insecure.
I've been to a couple of myself, and that's what I was gonna say.
Exactly.
I feel like it's like, well, all right, you're good at real estate, but what if I'm not a realtor?
Right.
You know, like help me find what I'm looking for. You know,
help me find my finish line.
Yeah.
My goal is to help you cross whatever finish line that is. If you have an intimate relationship with language and words, and you want to be a librarian, you be the best librarian the world has ever seen.
Right.
I don't care about accumulations of wealth because first off, you can't take it with you, and number two, accumulation. I believe in financial freedom. Financial freedom is the only
helps
hope,
you move
know
around
what I mean?
better.
But it helps me take care of my sisters and all that stuff. But when you're laying down on your deathbed, that's not what I promise you. That's not what you're worried about. You know what I mean? Like, I'm worried about, is Tori good, or is Zariah good, is Alea good, you know what I mean? And it's just, that's what's important to me. I want you to feel successful with $10 in your pocket. I want you to feel successful when you just got evicted from your apartment. That's what the Colbert Foundation is.
Word. I like that.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
What are 3 motivational or self-help books that you would recommend?
Okay. These are
Top 3.
unconventional. These are unconventional. Number
Should I write
one,
these down?
Yeah, write them down for me.
You could.
Write them down for me.
The first one, these aren't in order. The Art of War.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, The Art of War. I told you it's not conventional.
Yeah.
The Art of War is number 1 for me because only a fool thinks it's actually about war. It's
not
about
about
war,
war.
right?
It's about life. Life is war, though.
Right. Number 2 for me, the autobiography of Malcolm X. I'm gonna tell you why, very quickly. The autobiography of Malcolm X kind of resonated with me. We've had similar lives. I'll say it like that on this family show. But there's no strength like the oppressed. There's beauty in the fragile fighter.
Right.
Okay, so there's pictures and frames of like the lion, even on my chest with my logo, the lion and roar and authority. However, if you're talking about the Bible, you know how powerful the sheep is. You know what I mean? So with that being said, there's so much beauty in the fragile fighter. So for Malcolm X to go from red on 145th and Lenox to being arguably one of the greatest activists on planet Earth is inspiring to me. And number 3 is the Bible. For me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's one I wasn't expecting, but I really like it.
I keep it real with y'all. I kind of bang with
Got the Bible app cash.
Word.
I got it. I have it on there. I got it on the tablet.
So how does the preparation for a speaking event look? Like, how do you prepare? I know it just comes to you. You're good with words, but is there any preparation behind it?
It actually doesn't just come to me.
No?
I look good for the camera. You know what I mean? But no, it's about 4 to 6 months of preparation.
Did you take any like public speaking courses or anything? You just it just naturally
Born with it.
Born okay.
That
Born
I
ready.
Will say, word.
They
always
they
got time.
call that the juice.
Right.
Got the juice.
Got the juice, like OJ, but not that.
I
type
got
of
the juice. Remember that song?
You know what
Oh,
time
a
it
gift.
is.
I got the gift.
Word. So it's about 4 to 6 months of preparation. Mental preparation. You have to be consumed with the topic. The sad part is kind of dark. I always disappear after my workshops because these are not in theory to me. I have to pull something so dark and so deep to deliver it to the people. And although oftentimes people feel great and they feel energized about it, it takes things out of me.
Yeah.
Especially with Memorial Day being this weekend is one of the worst weekends for me.
Yeah.
Memorial Day is more than a 3-day weekend for me. It's not the cookout thing and this and that. This is I literally buried my best friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And so my workshop is the week of Memorial Day. It's kind of interesting. I'm smiling because it's kind of interesting because I've learned to turn my pain into ammunition, not shackles. Because although there's a black hole, there's a knife of sadness in my heart. While it's there, I'm good. I'm strong because I'm a warrior. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes we feel like if we remove that knife of silence, we'll just die. There'll be no more reason for us to live. So you have to kind of find a healthy balance. So I'm going to be sad. I might be a little bit depressed this weekend, but understand June 2nd, I'm gonna move at work. You know what I'm saying? I want you, whomever is in the audience, to feel, not really feel. I want them to feel reminded that they are truly a gift to the world. That is not just a hashtag that I say. There was 1.2 billion of you trying to be you at the moment of conception, and you won. So think about that in comparison to being up for a job against 4 people. What? That's light work. That's light work.
So I listened to this this sermon where he said, divorce the dispute. Basically, he was saying that he's a pastor. So he's like, I had to unfollow these great pastors because I found myself comparing myself to them. Have you ever felt like you had to divorce your disputes in order because of your self-esteem and in order to get to where you are today?
More so now. I didn't do it before. More so, I divorced that now. Competition used to bother me. I would say over the past year, because like once you get to a certain level, people hit you, be like, "Yo, I'll follow you." Da 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 da. And I'm looking at the Instagram, like, "Yeah, I'm kind of bothered." Like, you know what I mean? But I had
but the process to get there,
right? Yeah. And I had to realize that their finish line is not my finish line, and I fell under it's full disclosure here. I definitely since I met y'all, I probably fell under the social media bug a little bit. I went cold turkey. I'm off that. I used to really like be on it a lot and like looking and idolizing and I kind of got off that because I used to accumulate your Instagram followers to success. And when I found out that cats was swiping a debit card for that, you know what I mean? That's
the craziest thing I ever heard. I would never do that. All my friends is legit.
You could have took homegirl to Olive Garden with that, you know what I mean? I was just like, you know what? The work that I do
will speak for itself.
That's me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
People are going to want to follow you just because you fire. Right. I want to know your Instagram credentials after we're done here. So I can follow you.
That happen, word life. And it's just, I want to be my kid's superhero. You know what I mean? That's just what it is for me. Like some of my professional goals is I want to give a commencement speech at a major university. And the reason I want to do that is because they told me that because I didn't go to college, I wouldn't be nothing. But I don't take that to the head. There's no malice in my heart. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do your commencement speech, my G. You know what I mean? I sit on the board of directors for a college.
There was plenty of people who do it too.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Like Puff did one. He did one at Howard.
He did one at Howard, and
he dropped out of Howard
one semester.
Wow. You know what I'm saying? They dropped out of Howard, discovered Biggie Smalls, and here we are.
History. 22 years later.
You know what I'm saying?
That's nuts. It was important. I had to learn the hard way that your circumstances it doesn't determine your relevance. You know what I mean? It doesn't determine how relevant you are in the world. You are the best part of existence. Think about all the billions of molecules and creatures on this earth. You are the best part of existence. You should go to sleep with a smile on your face.
See, I don't have like any power. Y'all know I don't have any like lack of confidence or anything like that. But
I
have my days. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like your style of the way you deliver it.
It's aggressive.
It's aggressive. It's straightforward. Wow. But at the same time, I feel like you're just telling people to just go through the process. Yep. Like stop complaining about it. Stop whining. That's what I'm getting at. Like literally, just go through the process. Like all this stuff that's happening to you, good or bad.
I take that. I got scars on my body. You know what I mean? I got scars on my body, and it's just. I do a disclaimer at every workshop. I'll be like, "Yo, check this out, everybody." And when y'all come, I'm really like this in my workshop. My team will tell you. After I listen to Dreams and Nightmares, I listen to that before every speech. Every speech is
that'll get you pumped up.
What? So I'll be like, "Oh, check this out, everybody." A majority of you will listen to every word that I say. It will resonate in your soul, in your heart, in your mind, and stay in your ideology, so on and so forth. But there's a very small percentage of you that won't listen to a damn thing that I say. And it's very important for me to know, or for you to know, that our world will still spin regardless of your decision. And then everyone's like,
because some people think that the world stops because they decided they don't want to do something or something like that. No, the world
I didn't
continues.
realize it was. I'll never forget the day. It was October 9th, 2016. I realized that even motivational speakers get hecklers. I was speaking at a college that will remain nameless because I don't bang with them no more. But there was about 100 heads in there, and I was doing my thing, and this young man was kind of just he was talking wild because he must have saw the 3-piece and thought I was a sucker or something. I don't know. But, and I asked the question to the crowd, and he said something slick. And I was like, "Yo, cut the camera, bro." And I was like, "Who said that?" Daquan over there laughing because he remember what happened. But I was like, who said that? And all the kids pointed him out. I was like, yo, check this out, Playboy. You might be here because you got a crush on the girl down the hall or whatever, but don't you ever in your life disrespect one of my workshops. Not for me, I'm good. We can have 5 minutes outside, but don't you ever disrespect my workshop, because I'm talking about self-esteem and self-confidence retention.
Some people are really
there is somebody in this room who is struggling with
That's
that.
real talk.
And you interrupting her with that nonsense.
And if you ever in your life disrespect me when I speak, it'll be the worst day of your life, my G.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
I like how that sounds.
Yeah.
You
That's
know
where
what I
Cash
mean?
comes in.
I don't do that, but
Yeah.
I'll do it.
The check ain't big, and it's not on no tough guy stuff. It's just I take my work so serious. After the workshop, like this girl, like she was like crying, and it's kind of weird because I don't really do tears. Like, I was just like, yo, wipe your face. You know what I mean? But she was like, she told me I changed her perception on motivational speakers, because a lot of motivational speakers are narcissistic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she was like, you changed my perception and this and that. She was like, she struggles with like her self-esteem and all that, and you know. I just told her, I was like, hey, whomever's in front of you, you got to remind them to acknowledge you as queen. It's not a question. It's not an option to respect me.
Yeah.
Who spread that rumor? Yeah, that's where we at.
I like that.
One last question before we let you go, bro.
No doubt.
I love the fact that you think every man is a king and every woman is a queen. And we recently had the royal wedding last weekend. And I know you expressed yourself about it on Facebook.
You seen I was going
yeah, you were.
all weekend.
So
I almost talked about it. Oh, I can't believe it. But then I saw you was here. I was like, you know, I ain't gonna go there.
So give us your thoughts on it. Are we paying too much attention to that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you
think so.
why. I'm gonna tell you why.
I need to hear this.
Yo, listen, we don't follow each other yet. We about to in like 5 minutes. I was going nuts all week on every social media outlet. And for the record, for all the people who don't listen well, it has nothing to do with Meghan and Harry. Oh, you know I'm going there.
For people who don't listen,
It
well.
actually has nothing to do with Pam and Harry. That's do them, whatever they doing. You know what I mean? She got a strong face. He cool. You know what I mean?
She
But,
got a strong face.
She do have a strong face, though.
the fact that they are saying Meghan has given black and brown girls hope. Hope for what? Listen.
What?
I'm I got 3 sisters, 2 nieces, and a goddaughter. Since the moment they were born, they've been royalty. What? No. First off, there's royalty that runs through our veins that has been collapsed,
broken down
by American history. Slavery did not start, or our African culture did not start with slavery.
Right.
Latin culture did not start with slavery. It just didn't happen like that. So your inability to tell the truth and communicate the truth to these young women in this world is not okay. But it goes deep though. It's not just them. Stop every compliment. Every time you see a little girl, the only thing you say to her is she's pretty. Nah, she's smart too. You got that. They're pretty. That's just a bonus. I keep my baby girls.
So I should be checking people that say my daughter's just pretty.
I know people be talking about me in friendlies. Like people. Oh, she's so pretty. I be like, she's smart too. I don't know. It's just I don't know. And the main issue I had with that was a lot of our urban blogger,
quote unquote,
Instagram pages. They were going ham too. And I'm just like, oh, did y'all post your big cousin when she got married? Did y'all post?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Did you post your sister?
I didn't post the royal wedding. I'm a blogger. I just want you to know that. I ain't care about the royal wedding.
Let me check.
You can check my Instagram. You can check my stories. You can check my Facebook. And I was gonna talk about it on the news. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to talk about this wedding. So I didn't do it. You see. I just want to point it out.
I hope they did their thing. I hope the cake was good. You know what I mean? But it's just like, I don't care. The best part about that wedding was my uncle. I feel like he's my aunt, David Beckham. Let me tell you about my light-skinned uncle. No, don't you ever, the fellas in the room, don't you ever let no man come to your wedding looking fly like that. Like,
he looked better than everybody in the wedding.
Really
I'm gonna keep it a brick with you.
He look good.
I be trying to do that every
what is that thing he had, the little thing hanging from the chain? What is that?
Oh, it was just called a chain. But
is that it? I thought it was like one of them pocket watches.
I'm talking. Yeah,
it might have been one of those. Right? I thought it was either that or a monocle.
But it's just it's wild because we our women have been queens, and that's just not something. That's not just a hashtag. That's just not something I say. You queen? No, I really mean that.
That's if you read a real history book, you'll find out.
That's what I'm saying. Other countries have had women in power for light years before our country, and I proudly serve my country. So there's no shade. It's just facts for facts. People breaking in. You don't even get up that early to go to work.
Yeah, when they waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to watch this girl wedding.
I knew I was missing that because
I missed
it
because I was not about to do it.
Oh, check this out.
I just seen a minute clip on Instagram. That was about it.
It was in it.
I just saw whatever people would post on Instagram, but I didn't watch. I didn't sit there and watch the wedding. I got a life. I ain't about to. She didn't watch my wedding.
On top of that,
On a Saturday.
It's a 6-hour time difference, right? That's it. So it was a 12 o'clock in the afternoon wedding.
Yeah, it was 6 over here. Yeah.
negative.
Nah,
I ain't doing that.
Our black and brown girls.
I didn't watch
queens
1 minute of that.
forever.
Like
I didn't watch it either.
I seen a couple
wasn't
pictures on
interested.
Instagram.
Yeah, I just seen like the pictures on social media, but I
Like,
was
she
not
looked
about
cute.
to.
She looked alright. Her circle of friends don't respect her.
Yeah. Not at all.
Jess could have been a little. I'm not a fashion blogger, but I thought she was gonna kill it. Her mom looked good though.
Her mom looked
She
great.
was
Kind of fine.
Unless you think and somebody with dreads walked up in that
That
building.
was dope. That was for the culture.
I was like, yeah,
I was
for
just
real.
like, you know what I mean? That was for the culture.
That was serious.
Speaking of the culture, it makes me feel good to be this 29-year-old tattooed black man from East Hartford, Connecticut, making moves. You know what I'm
like
saying?
that.
Like,
It kills the stigma.
It kills the stigma, and I run my organization like Mitch ran a block. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that mentality. Like we pulled up to the UN 2 years ago, blasting NWA. Now I don't know disrespectful stuff, but it was just that's what we was listening to. We're not
feel
gonna,
like.
you know what I mean? And it's so humbling to know that there are young people and people older, because we need to stop putting age limits on inspiration.
I agree.
That's true.
Darn it.
I used to hear what's the phrase? You're either old with money or you're young with or you're old with money and no ideas, or you're young with ideas and no money.
Yeah.
That's what my dad used to always tell
That
me.
makes sense.
I used to always tell my dad like these ideas, and he'd be like, "All right, well, how you gonna pay for it?" Like about that.
Yeah, and it's so important. That's how we move.
All right.
That's awesome.
That's what's up, man. Yo, thank you, bro.
Thank you, Brendan,
That was
man.
an awesome
doubt.
interview.
Appreciate it.
Spit straight facts.
sorry.
Before we hang.
Go ahead.
Before we hang up.
Right.
Before we hang up the
Pillow
phone.
talk, yeah. I love y'all questions. I be pulling over to go ham every week.
No, we
I think
appreciate
you're gonna
that.
like next week's question. I'm convinced you're gonna like
I
it.
can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh my! I know
Yeah,
you're
I
gonna like
know
next
you're gonna
week's
like next
question.
week's
Yeah, that's gonna
question.
be
I
dope.
go ham on y'all.
Once again, give us the website information for next week's event.
Okay, so next week, June 2nd, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. I'm not talking for 3 hours. It's important to say that. Eventbrite.com/no victory without sacrifice. You can follow me on Instagram at Brennden Colbert, and the brand is the Colbert Foundation. The link is in all the bios. All my team is tagged in every link, so you can click on whomever's if you want to slide in Jaquan's DMs. Don't slide in my sister's DMs, but outside of that, the link is there. There's about 17 tickets left. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So help me move that work.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we gonna tear the house down, and there's food.
We appreciate you, brother. Thank you
should
for
say
coming.
that first.
Thank you, man.
We appreciate you, brother. Thank you for coming.
Appreciate y'all.
Make sure to follow us at
doubt.
New Villa Radio on all social media platforms. Check out our website, newvillaentertainment.com, and we'll be back same time, same place next week.
Or life
As always.
in the building.
Y'all got any final announcements?
Pam.
Pam, you always
Make
got
sure you
announcements.
follow me. Y'all are such haters.
At Cash Walking. Follow me on everything.
Excuse me, it's my time. At Pam Rosario _. My website is Pam. Can you stop with that? That
It
is so
doesn't stop.
annoying.
It
Jesus
doesn't
Christ,
stop.
turn it off.
Stay focused. We gotta get off here.
At Pam Rosario _. Website's PamRosario.com, and on Facebook, Pam Rosario. Thank you.
All right.
I love it.
We'll see y'all, man. Have a good
Bye,
night.
y'all. Have a good night.
Yeah.
This is New Villa Entertainment.